Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, back to another video. I am developing a cold. You might be able to hear it in my voice. I'm a little bit nasally. I am anyway, I think. Anyway, it's not corona because there's no confirmed cases of corona in Middlesbrough to my knowledge. And if it is corona, my entire existence is self-isolating anyway. So either way, we're sound. I was going to do an entire history of video this weekend. I was going to do one on Bornhilde. But it comes to my attention that people keep tagging me in this whole thing about Bella Goth and her case being solved. And I thought, well, we're being new. We're common knowledge at this point. But I thought, you know what? People are tagging me in it, so they must want me to have a look. And I thought, I'll have a quick look. And I looked at these 4 pictures that someone had tagged me in on Twitter and I thought, hey. But then it was an entire thread and there's shitloads. So today we're going to go through it and unpack it. It's not me that's figured it out. I wish it was, but it's not. I have also cut a lot out of their theory, so if you go there and read it, which you should most definitely do, you've still got a lot of new stuff to read. I haven't said the entire theory in this video. Let's get abducted. And it's absolutely sod's law that the only thing I've been able to see on my Twitter timeline is this whole case about Bella Goth and her disappearance being solved. Now that I'm actually trying to find it, nowhere to be seen, love. There we go. This is all by Alex Plays Sims. I can't take any credit. I'm just making a video on this. Once you've watched this video, please make sure to go give them a follow on Tumblr because they came up with all of this. Are we ready? So back in the day, I had originally subscribed to the theory that Bella was abducted by aliens that was sat on her by the Calientes, who then murdered her when she returned. So I was way off. There was a whole ass rabbit hole here, and like a total Alice, I fell in it. Oh, God, for Jesus Christ, I'm loving these metaphors or similes. I'm loving them, hen. If you got an English degree, go get one if you don't. This theory that Bella was abducted by aliens that was sent her by the Calientes, who then murdered her when she returned, my mind never ever stretched that far. It did a little bit when I was doing the entire history of Bella Goth, but my mind just always subscribed to the theory that she got abducted. Oh, done it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I never questioned it as much to be like, surrounded by the Calientes. We were all wrong. The truth has been staring at us in the face the whole time. You could write a book, love. Just as one, this is very dark and bleak and depressing. Bella wasn't dealt a good hand, guys. What happened to was all sorts of messed up. I do base this off events that happened in the official Sims storyline. There is a story being told here. That there is, hen. That there is. This goes with the main Sims games released for PC and Mac. However, the console versions do provide a lot of insight to further details and situations, specifically The Sims 2 for PSP and The Sims 3 for Nintendo DS. Indeed, they do. They have like their own different storylines. I really want to do a playthrough of The Sims 2 for PSP. I just need to like kind of figure out how I would actually do that. First off, we're talking about this verification from Sim Guru Sarah. Well, we finally find out what happened to Bella. She travelled to Luna Lakes and she's a ghost in the graveyard. Now that's a pretty vanilla explanation for it. The ghost of Bella Goth reigns among us. So this is the Bella Goth of Luna Lakes. Luna Lakes is DLC that you can buy for The Sims 3. It's like set in space and Bella Goth is there and she died. So she died on Luna Lakes. Did she ever go home? Does her family know what happened to her? How did she die on Luna Lakes? She died of old age. Found the answers to the other two. Kinda and no. This just goes into a recap about her early life. So in Sunset Valley, there's Bella. At that point, she's known as Bella Bachelor because she's part of the Bachelor family. We have Michael Bachelor here. Michael Bachelor and Bella Goth were also in The Sims 1. The Sims 3 is set before The Sims 1, so this is when we see Bella as a child with a family ding dong. And then in The Sims 1 we see her and she's married to a childhood best friend Mortimer. They've had a little baby, Cassandra. So as I say here, so far things are simple. In the jump from The Sims 1 to The Sims 2, loads of stuff happened. So Michael, he joins the science career track. So scientist Sims contribute an invention in the Sims world. Michael's invention was cloning technology. He cloned himself and a test subject, Skip Broke. If you don't know who Skip Broke is, he's part of the Broke family tree from The Sims 2 Pleasant View, and he died in a mysterious pool ladder accident, and his wife Brandy is pregnant. Even though he died before it happened, arrangements were made so Brandy could be the next test subject and the first female subject. And when you start Pleasant View for the first time, she's pregnant with her own clone. The baby is always born a boy. That happens in The Sims 2. If you clone yourself, you get pregnant with a clone of yourself. But because it's a clone of yourself, for some reason it's always the opposite sex. Michael's clones have a 100% rate of being male. I don't know. Maybe I'm disputing this theory, but I think like just across the board, if you put a clone into your body in The Sims 2 and the sim that you're using is a female, the clone will always be male, and if you're putting it into a male, the clone will always be female. I don't necessarily think it's to do with Michael's clones. Alex Plays Sims, I'm so sorry, I don't want to be debunking any theory, but I think that is right. So I've got Cassandra pregnant with a tombstone eye to the death. Let's speed up the pregnancy to see if the baby comes out a boy. Oh my god, I forgot about the little transition saying, oh henny. Oh, bloody haircut. I was going to say it didn't age well, but did it ever look good? And also just to reiterate, I got her pregnant with herself. Yeah, it's a baby boy, and I'm just going to test it just one more time just to make sure. Right, so she's pregnant with herself again. That sounds so weird. Like, my neighbours might be able to hear me next door. I'm like, what must they think? Right, speed up my pregnancy, and then the next baby should come out a boy as well. If it comes out a girl, well, I'm wrong. Beautiful scene, stunning, innovative. Oh, beautiful child. Peekaboo. Yeah, it's a baby boy again. So every single time you clone yourself, then you'll be pregnant with the opposite sex. So if Michael really did clone himself, would have always had a girl because it's Michael's clone. So the clone would have been a girl because it's Michael. Anyway, Michael and Bella don't really have a relationship in their adult lives because Michael leaves Pleasant View early on while Cassandra is still a child and moves to the city. Mortimer follows after Michael and invents the age reversal serum. Bella's the first test subject, and the day of her abduction, she takes serum until she reverts back to being a brand new adult. Probably to allow herself to fit into a red dress as striking as she does. I don't think an elderly woman could pull that off. You could pull anything off at any age. I'm just saying, like, if you want to be 70-year-old and still wearing that beautiful red dress, you do it, honey. You do it. Michael marries Dina Caliente. Michael is Bella's brother, remember that. And Dina and Nina Caliente are two people that came to Pleasant View in The Sims 2, the part alien. It's speculated that because of the age gap, they only married for Michael's money. Michael was Dina's first serious relationship, and she didn't begin to cheat on Michael with Don until years later. I mean, does that make it any better? Well done, Nina. I'm proud of you. That's a real achievement. Shortly after Alexander's birth, Cornelia dies at the same time Michael does. Dina inherits Michael's estate and moves in with Nina. Then they move to Pleasant View. And they came to Pleasant View around the same time, maybe on the same day that Bella Goth got abducted. Don follows them and moves the next day. Bella goes to introduce herself to a new neighbour, Don. They get along, and Don gets the wrong idea and puts the move on Bella. Bella rejects him. He then runs off to go be with Kaylin and is not there when Bella is abducted by aliens. Bella is never seen again, but shortly after her abduction, a UFO crash lands in Strangetown and reports that Bella is in Strangetown. Start rolling in. But spoiler alert, that's not the real Bella. I'm sweating. Oh my god. Oh no, where's the mouse going? No. Right, chill. Then after Bella's abduction, before he started Pleasant View for the first time, Mortimer and Dina hit it off rather fast, and marriage is definitely a picture. Cassandra, Mortimer and Alexander all age up on the same 2 days after Bella disappears. Cassandra goes to Don's house to find out what he knows about Bella, and that's where they meet for the first time. Don tries to seduce her, probably not knowing who she is, and Cassandra, as much as gotta love the girl, is naive as hell. I think she won the jackpot and falls for Don quickly. Cassandra gets engaged the very day the game starts. That is an important thing to note because people like to speculate that Don had something to do with Bella's disappearance. I mean, I have, because he made the moves on her mother. This is not the case because Cassandra was still a teenager when Bella vanished. Don may be a whore, but he isn't it.
Fucking hell.
Chris Hansen doesn't need to be called for this one. It's not known if Dina and Nina knew Bella, since it can't be established if Michael and Bella had a relationship at all. Mortimer has no memories of Michael, and neither did Cassandra or Alexander. They never met their uncle. Also, yes, Dina and Nina do have alien ancestry. Okay, so this is going to be my theory debunked. Their father was a result of an alien abduction pregnancy, but he was born human, so they're not part alien, which means they didn't order any aliens to go and kidnap anybody. Why would they? They don't know it. Not even normal alien Sims do that. So I'm just sat at it and I'm thinking, like, I see the point, but also, loads of Americans claim to be Irish near St. Patrick's Day, even though there's 10 generations of their family have lived in America. Then, surely, by that same logic, Nina and Dina should be classed as aliens if the granddad's alien, right? Mortimer is completely fine with Bella being gone. He's not heartbroken, and he isn't desperately trying to find her like the game tries to suggest. He's strangely cool about it. Now, didn't I say in a recent video, I found some out about Mortimer? It was my rankings video, and I found some out, and I was like, I think Mortimer's got more to do with this than he's letting on. Why is Mortimer fine? Because they are no longer married and haven't been since around the time Alexander was born. And that, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, is the biggest part that you all need to just remember. If you can only take one thing away from this, take away the fact that they're divorced. But no, they're the power couple. They can't be. I also went back and watched my video where I found Bella Goth in Strangetown, and unknown to me, I actually found evidence that supports this person's theory. She's got a wedding ring on, that's what I want to know. She's took it off, Mortimer. I'm sorry, I have to tell you this, honey. I'm really sorry, but your wife's a whore. Unseen. Bella is buried in Luna Lakes. This means she died somewhere between the week of her abduction and Cassandra's wedding, where the game starts. If you bring her back, she's got no personality points, no memories. Bella will have no relationship at all with Mortimer. They get divorced around the same time Alexander is born. They don't get along. Mortimer's completely fine after Bella disappeared and isn't the frantic husband he's marketed to be.
She deserves nothing.
Mortimer gets into a relationship with Dina extremely soon after Bella vanishes. If Bella does come back to Mortimer still alive, they naturally do not get along at all. Bella is a romance aspiration sim. In The Sims 2, they tend to haul around a lot. Props to him. So, in conclusion, Bella had an affair. Mortimer found out about it, which caused them to at least separate for a while. And Bella became pregnant with Alex, which would have brought up an important question. Who is Alexander's father? Oh, this some Jeremy Kyle shit. Honestly, this theory be hitting different. And as he got a little older, it becomes clear that he resembles Cornelia, therefore verifying that Mortimer is indeed the father.
You are the father.
This would have caused them to try their relationship again, and Bella would have turned down Don in good faith. So who did Bella have an affair with? 2 possible contenders for Bella's secret lover, Daniel Pleasant and Skip Broke. Daniel had an affair with Kaylin going on, so he definitely could have some action on the side with Bella too. But then the Skip Broke. I dare say that this one makes more sense than personally. It makes more sense to me as well. I'm just going to put my opinions on before we delve deeper. It makes sense to me because Bella Goth went missing, and if it's because of an affair, then who else is dead in a mysterious pool ladder accident? Skip Broke. She would have heard about Michael's clone experiments and could have met Skip that way, or she came to say hello and that was how they met. There is a theory going around that Brandy found out Skip was cheating on her, and that's why she killed him and took his insurance money. She died sometime in the week between her abduction and the first time the Goth household is booted up from old age on Lunar Lakes, despite the fact that she was brand new adult again thanks to Mortimer's reverse age serum. Then a UFO crash lands in Strangetown, and shortly thereafter reports of Bella Goth being in Strangetown start swarming around. Yes, this Bella is a clone. For me, it just seems like an error. It just seems like it was something that was overlooked by the development team, do you know what I mean? But obviously, we are Sims kids. Give us an inch and we'll run a mile. They're saying that basically Bella was the epitome of beautiful in regards to like alien viewing. I don't know an alien personally, so I can't ask him. Something went wrong. She lost all of her memories. But why did something go wrong? Because they don't abduct the elderly, they don't abduct kids, and they don't abduct pregnant people. And she took that reversal potion. She's not a kid. She could have perhaps been pregnant, and that's why she lost all of her memories and everything. She wouldn't go cheating on Mortimer if she were trying to rekindle their relationship, and they made it to Wahoo that day. Also worth noting that there is another Goth on Lunar Lakes who happens to look exactly like Bella. Matilda, the long-lost third child of Mortimer and Bella Goth. They don't appear on each other's family tree, but they wouldn't if Bella died shortly after giving birth to her. Matilda was put in the orphanage. That is true. She do be looking like Bella Goth though. There's no idea where her mother came from. What happens to Cassandra and Alexandra after find out about Bella's death? Cassandra's invention is time travel. She makes a time machine that the first users sent on to the future after her Nina, Dina and Kaylin find out that he was playing all of them. We do know this because Don ends up in a different Sims 3 town with the sound of Sims laughing. Alexandra is greatly affected by his mother's death. He believed Mortimer killed her. Shut the front door. As we all know, Alexander's name shows up in the Sims 3 a few times despite the fact he doesn't exist yet. And according to the Goth family tree, it's not a name of an ancestor of his. He is the only Alexander Goth. Alexander wrote 2 books when he went back in time for the continuity of the Sims 3. Baron Graf Van Gold, Murder in Pleasant View. To string it together, Alexander remembers her being gone, then learning she died. He suspects Mortimer was the only one to do it. He never actually talks to his father about it. He doesn't know anything about the abduction. If anything, he thinks it's a ridiculous rumour. Decides at some point in time to go back in time to prevent his mother's death. So he and his wife go in the time machine and try to go back to when it happened, but instead gets sent way too far to when his parents are still children. What happens to the time machine? It breaks. He writes A Murder in Pleasant View to tell the story. A Murder in Pleasant View is a bestseller. Every bookshop has a copy of this book. This is where The Sims 4 comes in. It's a different continuity, but it's different because they were aware of what Alexander believes to have happened to Bella. This could be why their personalities are so completely different. I mean, I get it in terms of the theory. Honestly, I think that one is just EA not realising how much Sims players really do enjoy lore, and they were just like, let's just stick them in, there we go, we don't need to do much to him. I think that was an oversight, to be honest. Oh, okay, so the theory goes that because he would time travel back in time and wrote Murder in Pleasant View, that caused a chain reaction that caused people in Sunset Valley to be like, well, we don't want another murder, do you know what I mean? So then that whole thing didn't happen. Basically an alternate reality now, where in The Sims 4, Bella never goes missing, and then therefore Bella's never really pregnant, and he raises the younger child, and that's why nobody remembers it or anything like that, and that's why The Sims 4 Goth family is so not deep, because they can't remember it because Alexander wrote that book. Eee. Well. It's canon. It's a very good and well thought out theory. There's some holes in it in places, but I think a lot of holes just come from the fact that, like, it's a video game, and I'm not sure that The Sims ever expected us to run so wild with the Goth story, honestly. And I think that's it. I think that's why there's holes in some of the theories. But yeah, that is so well thought out. There's so many different things. I like how it plays on different video games as well. But I'm accepting this as canon. She was pregnant. It makes sense because there's that other Goth in Lunar Lakes. I am deceased. Obsessed. Yes. Anyway, that is the end of this video, so that's basically everything that happened to Bella Goth. God bless her soul. Honestly, everybody. I feel bad for everybody involved in this story, apart from Mortimer. You boy. Please go follow Alex Plays Sims and stuff on Tumblr because they came up with the theory. This is not me. Go give them the love and tell them all what you think about the theory and stuff like that. Please like this video if you liked it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I also do have Twitter and Instagram. It's just PlumBellaYT. PO box is in the description. And I will see you in the next... What's wrong with me? I think I have 3 times. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.